What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Beginner to Advanced. This is episode 14. Now, before we get into the video, I'll put timestamps in the description and try and figure out how to timestamp this video. So if you want to go straight to the content and figure out how to make the upgrader, then just skip there now. But just to keep people updated on why I've been missing for so long, I've been doing a lot of university work, which I will show you eventually. I've changed my channel to SMC's DevLab, which instead of Semantic, because Semantic seems to have already been taken, but it seems to be a saucy change anyway, so we'll keep with it. And that's about it really. So yeah, the reason why I've not been keeping up with videos is due to the fact that I've been very busy with university. But other than that, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, and I'm going to be hopefully posting soon in weekly order, hopefully around 2 episodes on this channel. I will be maybe making another channel if you're interested in gaming, but this is more just defined on a development channel now. So all of the series that I had have been put on private and eventually maybe moved over, or I could just create brand new ones. Because I am playing Project Zomboid at the minute, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, hopefully I will be able to produce at least 2 Roblox videos a week. Maybe not starting this week, but I'm hoping to do Wednesdays and Saturdays for this channel in order to keep with the algorithm and also keep with a nice schedule that will actually not overload me with university work. So anyway, on to the video. So on to the actual topic of the video. Last episode we covered how to create a dropping system. Now the dropping system actually drops ore. This ore goes along the conveyor, which has a velocity, and then gets to the collector. And once it's at the collector, then it will be distributed to our leader stats, which we've got a money on our leader stats, and that will slowly but surely build up. The only difference that I've got now is I've slightly increased the score that each ore gives. Now, this thing in the middle here is a upgrader, which is the topic of this video. So what we'll be doing is we'll be taking the value of this ore, and then as it hits this, it will then calculate how much money it is then, because this doubles how much money it's worth, and it also changes the color and as well as changes the material. So this is what we're covering today. Now, to get started on this, first, you will need to create the upgrader. So let's duplicate this, move this over to the side. Oh, my mouse is being a bit twerpy. And then I'll delete this. Oh, I can't delete this operation for some reason. Right, so I'm pretty sure, is this the right one? Yeah, so this one shouldn't be doing anything now. So the major things to look at about this, there's nothing complicated about this at all, is if you want to follow along with a video, which I suggest because it's probably easier, is make a button. So to make a button, just make a part, one of these, so a part by just clicking this, and then add a click detector. And then also you want an upgrader part, which this is the thing in the middle. I've made mine a little bit transparent just for show, and when we also press the button, it will turn into a different color, which I'll show you how to do. The major thing that you need to know about this, though, is you need to have can collide off, which is in collisions here. Another person in the comments was asking, how do you turn off collisions? Now, to turn off the collisions of the dropper, you would select all these by holding Control and then clicking them all. And then I've already turned it off, but if you click this once, it will actually turn them off. Obviously, I've already had them off, so I just have to click it again. And then when we press play, what this does is allows us to walk through this so we don't actually have any collisions contact. Same with here, no collision. Make sure though, if you are going to be turning off the collisions there, that can touch is still checked. Right, so now we're going to get into the script. So what you're going to want to do is inside of the upgrader, you're going to want to create a script. So script. Now, I've already got one over here, which is the upgrader script that I've created, and we'll just go through this. But so delete hello world, we don't need that. But the first things that we want to find out is the buttons. Well, all of the parts that we need to be able to start upgrading whatever hits it, if that makes sense. So first we look for a button. So we're going to do local button is a script.parent.button. And then we're going to find the upgrader part. So script upgrader button, and then upgrader part, which is script parent upgrader part. And this is how we find these. And then we've also got the button pressed. So this button, this is a boolean that we're just adding. And finally a debounce, so we don't have it super spamming. But I didn't really use this debounce because I've already got it inside of the dropper script. So before we move on now, so make sure you don't need this print because this print was just for me testing things. Also, the semicolons at the end of each line, this is just good practice for me because I use Unity, which if I didn't do this, then I'd end up losing my mind because this is why I took a break from YouTube. But I found out that it accepts this. If anybody knows that it really doesn't accept this, please tell me. But at least I think I read it did. The major thing that we want is if we go to the dropper script and then we go up to the price value, which is the last thing that we created. So price.value, just underneath there, we're going to create a new instance within this newly created OR called has upgraded, and we're going to name it has upgraded. Now this is going to stop the OR being multiplied by 2 up to hundreds of thousands of times over and over and over again. Once we've got that, then we will be able to move back over to the upgrader script. So another part that I missed out, sorry, is in the upgrader part, we need to add a I am on boolean. I might have said this, but you have to add a boolean, so boolean value, and then you can rename it. I've named it I am on, but it is normally called value. But if you do rename it, remember this name. And then what we're going to do is going to first go to see if you've pressed the button. So we're going to do button, which is the button over here, this button, dot pressed. So if the button's pressed, which is click detector.mouse click, so if it's clicked with the left mouse button, connect this function. So we're not taking in any hit in parameters or any parameters this time. So if button pressed, so if button pressed, so what this means is if the button has already been pressed, then we will actually cause this to turn off the value of I am on inside of the upgrader part. And then we do this via the upgrader part, which is up here, and I am on dot value equals false, and then button pressed equals false because we're turning it off. And then just to display what's happening, I've added a material change. So we will change the material from neon to plastic if it was on. Then else, so if the button isn't already pressed, then we will use the upgrader part again and find the I am on bool value we set and make sure you put dot value, otherwise you won't find it, and then set that equal to true. And then the button pressed is obviously on, so we'll set that equal to true. And for the display while we on the play mode, we have upgrader.material equals an enum, which enum just is the way of declaring a material, and then dot neon just to change it to a neon color, right? So what this does is if we press play is just this script alone without actually looking into anything else. This is what causes, oh, that doesn't work, this color. So when this changes from this color to this color, then this is what we have just written here. So all of the script in the click button is only thing this is doing currently without the next script is just turning on the material and on and off, and also turning on the bool values that we've set in here. So the next part of the script will be the upgrader part, of course. So what we need to find is the upgrader part, which is the thing that the ores or part that you're trying to upgrade is going to pass through. And then we're going to find if it's been touched and connect a function. This time we are going to carry forth a parameter, and the parameter is going to be the hit. So if hit.name, so finding first what hit it and then the name of what hit it, is equal to new OR, and what I did also here is if you look in the editor here, I added or.name equals new OR. So this just allows me to make sure it's not all just called part, because parts are everywhere inside of this. Maybe not in yours, but I've not labeled everything here. So now that we're looking for new OR, which is again every time that we've created a replica of the original prefab of the OR, which we will then go into this if statement. So only once this here is passed, then we will be able to go through here. And then inside of this if statement, we will declare has upgraded and price. So this is then finding inside of the hit the has upgraded value, which we set just a minute ago, and also the value of the price that's inside of the or. So then we've actually got a second if statement. So this is just to stop ores getting upgraded multiple times, because otherwise you would end up with either a crash or an ore that's somehow managed to upgrade 2 or 3 times. We've done if upgrade a part I am on. So if I have switched on this value via clicking the mouse clicker on the button, then I am able to run through this. So make sure you put value again. This is crucial, the value. If I have upgraded, if the value has not been upgraded, so if has upgraded dot value, which we've declared here, equals false, then we will upgrade the value. So we'll do price dot value equals price dot value times 2. And we can also write it like this. And that will do exactly the same. So then after price has been times 2, we need to tell it that it has been upgraded now. So has been upgraded is now true, and this or that is now in the world that's hit this object will have the variable ticked that it has been upgraded. So after it's been upgraded, we will change the brick color to gold. So we'll do this via hit.brick color, which finds its brick color, and set that to a new brick color via equals brick color dot new, and then parentheses, and then not quotation marks, speech marks, and these are able to put in gold. If we could also put in something else, so we could put in camo or anything else, but I'm going to leave it at gold. To also see a bigger difference, I put hit dot change material, so not dot change material, but this is what it means. Finding their material and changing it. So hit dot material is finding the hits material equals enum this time to like previous dot material dot metal. So this is turning the material into metal now. So again, if you want to find a different one, just put anything. So you can turn it into air. It's not very a good idea to turn it into air, I suppose, but turn it into wood, snow. So let's have some wood, for example, golden wood. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but we will see. So after that, you make sure you've got all your ends. However, if you do make an if statement, it should be, so if I do hit name equals lol, then if I press enter, it will automatically fill it. So just make sure you're pressing enter at the end, and then you can quickly type through your code. So that should be everything for the upgrader. So once we've fixed this code, then we are now able to upgrade once we've pressed the button. So if we go over to the game and press play, what that does is turns everything here. So thank you for watching. I've got a goal for you guys. If you, seems as the last video managed to make it to 20 likes, which thank you for that. That's absolutely awesome. While my chat and while I've not been active on the channel, my channel has still been slightly growing, or people have still been getting help from the videos I've been creating, which has brought me back while I'm at uni. If you can make this video reach 12 likes, then I will actually drop all of the code that we've got inside of here. So every single one of these, I'll drop it all in there so you can all copy and paste it in. And that's it for the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.